Hello! We are back
Indeed.
with more Pyrite Heart. Last time we got our hot student body president guy. The same guy who has that love pillow picture on the Steam page. Which is, by the way, the reason I bought this game, because I saw that picture and was like, yeah, I probably need to look at this. And then Manaki saw the picture and was like, oh god!
What is this?
What is this? And I said, do you want to play it? And you said, sure.
Why not?
Why not, indeed? So that was...
Not as crazy as the alpaca game.
No, oddly not, because the alpaca game didn't open up with straight up like softcore porn like this did. But you know, you never know. Might be more of it coming up in this playthrough now. So we had a thought here. You painted me a scenario where the princess is going to be alone, crying on the street in the rain now because he's going to fail everything.
Yeah, we're gonna not take up the challenges and not answer correctly, and
yeah.
Then she's gonna require this guy's help, right? Wasn't that the whole deal we found out last time?
I think that was sort of one of the subplots, yeah.
He wanted to help her with everything, and she's like, I don't need that help. But this time she's gonna need it.
Yeah, because she's a girl.
Yeah. And then he's gonna come save her as the servant he is, and serve his princess and help her. Very romantic.
It's very, yes. The servant... Alright, we're back here. We're gonna do some skipping through some of this, because we know that, yes, the princess is... Also, she's, like, her getup here. If I look at this getup, I don't know.
Maybe she just got out of bed.
I mean, do you sleep with, like, stockings all the way up over your knees?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, I mean, I was more like a general
people.
thing. Yes, I wasn't trying to expose your secret... secrets, Manaki, or anything, you know?
I don't know. We don't know what Japanese English royalty does.
It's true. This is probably Japanese Europe.
Yeah.
From what we're looking at, and we do know that Japanese Europe is just
Pretty crazy place.
pretty crazy place.
Right, she's in here. She's insulting all the other people. Talk to that guy, whom we don't care for anymore.
No, we've seen you.
Sweet prince.
I'm actually a little bit disappointed that we didn't get to see like a hotter picture of him that we actually, because we romanced him. I was, you know, we need to.
We just hugged him in the kitchen.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
kind of.
it wasn't even a picture of it, you know. I want the money shot, you know. Where's
That's
the
the ending.
where's the payoff? Where's the payoff? In the alpaca game, we had like so many amazing
So many
things.
crazy things. Yeah.
Like,
You haven't watched that. You should watch that too.
you should definitely watch the alpaca game. All right, she's shocked that she didn't do all right, and she's closing one eye. Not sure why she's doing that. Is she winking? Did he?
No, I don't think it's a wink. It's more like a
She's like, ugh!
he's
Like,
satisfied but still paying attention.
she's like reeling from
I
the
almost
defeat.
don't want to look at you.
Yeah, okay. She's like reeling from her defeat. It's like, oh.
He looks moderately angry than shocked.
Also, you know, he's this like A-grade super student supposedly, but he has this loose tie. I don't really like that. I think he should have. He should tighten that up.
Honestly, I haven't noticed it at all.
Take a look at him next time. He looks a little bit disheveled, you know.
Yeah.
And here she's not talking to peasants.
He doesn't need them.
And she's planning. See, he looks a little bit disheveled there. And the
Oh, he's just a slight bit rakish.
yeah, I guess
Like he's slightly like, he doesn't really care about all this, but he's just born that good.
he can't help it. He's so fabulous.
Yeah.
He's the Raphael.
You could say that about his hair too. It's like, I mean,
It's true.
that's not straight or set up. It's just kind of loose, sort of
Yeah.
spiky.
Curry.
He has a lot of confidence.
He does.
I suppose that's for good reason, though. Well, she's not really confident. She's more just kind of ignorant.
That's true. Also, like the layer, like she is paradoxically wearing a lot more layer of clothing than he is, I think, because she has a
shirt.
She has a shirt, and then she has this. I don't know what that is. Like the golden stuff. I don't know what that is. Is it a vest or a jumper or something? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
And then she has like the jacket. I don't know.
I kind of assumed. I don't know. Yeah, I guess you're right. I apparently haven't been paying attention all this time. I do notice I have a square clock though, which is kind of weird.
That square clocks are kind of serious business.
Yeah.
All right, we're here.
All right, this guy. Well, I guess we're just gonna do the same thing, like watch.
Yeah, we should probably stay because
watch him play basketball. I think that's what we're gonna do, and then from there, I guess we begin to divert into the.
Because if it is something I have learned, is if you want to date a guy, you really need to pay attention when he's playing sports. I think that's how it works.
It's interesting. Interesting stuff.
And here we have him in his short shorts.
He's still doing all that to her gym class, actually.
Yeah, that is also kind of weird. She is very overdressed for gym class, I think.
I guess though she's used to just like the royal places, she might be having a hard time keeping in the heat. So.
she has a very high metabolism, so she's just
she has to keep warm.
Just burn away things. But then why would she have that miniskirt that basically she's not wearing any? I don't know. None of this makes any sense, but that's just to expect, I suppose. And also, if you look, you can't really see it now because she's standing in the way, but if you look, you see this pillar kind of thing behind her? Like this. That is, if you look at that, you can't really see it too good now, but if you look at that when she moves, you will see that it is completely out of perspective to everything else along that wall.
You pay too much attention. No, I don't. I didn't even see that. I can see sort of now, at least.
Yeah, you should see when she's moving and you should get all... Look at that thing! Look at this! What is this? Look at here, this area. What is this?
Or like further up where that one stripe ends.
Yeah, this, and what is this here?
It goes out a little bit, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. And here,
I guess there's a chimney on the other side.
I guess, but here, this area, especially here, this doesn't look right at all. And yeah, here looks really weird.
I mean, you can see what they're going for. It's just a graphical oddity.
Yeah, but...
I don't know why the pillar's there, but I guess just like to differentiate a flat wall.
And the perspectives are all over the place. It's non-Euclidean. It's Cthulhu behind this pillar, Manaki. And my blood is boiling hot when I think about it. Alright, so let's stay and play some basketball so we can get the hot picture of Kenta here.
Yeah. I guess that's what you should see it as. Like we get the pictures like this sort of whenever we make a. I don't think we got this kind of thing with the other guy though.
No, not really. No. So here we have hot Kenta still. We get a little bit of his midriff here, which is what we want, of course. You can see he's all rakish and handsome. Glistening, I think was one of the words. And also, you know, if ever learned something about.
Reminds me a little bit of a D&D session very long ago.
There was also something we learn here, that if you want to date a dude, you want him to be glistening, right?
At some point, at least.
I shouldn't say that when I'm drinking. He has been subordinate for years.
We are sorry that we didn't just save and load, but now we get a few of our corpse as well. And this might end up being a little bit of short video otherwise.
As it is, yeah. We're doing the horse thing, yeah. Kent has been called the horse, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, he didn't like that. Yeah.
Look at that smug expression on him.
If you want to read all the text, you can just pause the video.
You should also probably look at the previous one. I mean, we
read it all out.
So. We're gonna start reading again when we get some new stuff here. But for now, this is exactly what we did before.
We're done skipping. We should probably make a save game so that if we end up not getting him, we can sort of scum a little bit and retry.
Certainly.
So we want this guy.
It was actually a recommendation on. Yeah, that's right. And in that tone of voice too, we want this guy.
Yeah.
It was also a recommendation by Alex Lacoste, actually, in one of our Forsaken Throne videos, to skip completely off topic now, that he recommended us using the Imperial Arm Doom box as basically a way to quick save, because we open that and the Aeons will reset us to the nearest checkpoint.
Oh god.
So we can try. So we can try something. Open the box, and then just oh, now it's reset. All right, we can try again until we get it right. Right.
As you can hear, our Pathfinder D&D games kind of seep into whatever we're doing. Well, now we should soon begin to get the choice that matters, right? Where we can turn down the challenge. Is that the next?
Yeah, I think the challenge is coming.
Is that the next choice? I think so. I mean, I think turning it down is probably the next. Now she's trying to leave the class.
Oh yeah, this is the scene where she's like, oh.
She's like, I don't need to stay in this peasant school, and she's like, oh wait, I actually do.
It's all dirty. Oh, you're
all these little green worded people.
Yeah. Now the music becomes really sensitive, and there we go.
Next day.
Lunch is here. A feeling of melancholy over the tuna. I remember this.
Oh, the tuna. He's kind of annoyed. Yeah. I know, it is interesting that they kind of find love for each other in a week.
Also, I will say I was more convinced with the love with the alpaca than the love story that's kind of blossoming here. It's sort of a... I guess they find love on the battlefield, so I guess we have answered that question finally, that love can bloom on the battlefield. Because they are fighting.
No one ever gets that reference.
Am I the only one remembering that quote?
Yeah.
Like, really?
People will Google it, but other than that, no one gets it.
But it's an important question. Can love bloom on the battlefield? I must know. And he has risen her rancor up, so she's angry again, and that's what he likes. He likes angry people.
Feisty.
Yeah. Oh, we're here again.
He's angry for.
Oh right, and she hit him in the face, and now she's like, yeah.
They have a kind of opposite relationship, with the two guys. This guy's very subservient.
Yeah. He's the sub in this relationship. Basically, what he's saying.
Sure. Sandwich.
He'll talk about it later, and then he runs away. Yeah, and this is the plot thread that we sort of left hanging here last time. We never sorted this out really.
Because this time we were like, no, his advice can go to hell. And we're going to beat this guy with Mussolini.
Right.
Didn't invite Mussolini right to the face.
That's right. Suck it, Mussolini. Alright, we're gonna make a save here.
Things I've never heard said before. So now the challenge comes up, and then the question becomes: Do we take it and answer wrong, or I think we should just not take it at all.
I think we should not take it because she says that taking this bet is like the thing that Kenta. See here, Leia. Kenta advised against this. So I think by not taking this challenge, we are ingratiating ourselves to Kenta here. So we're going to decline, and now we're going to get some new stuff. No. Today's battle isn't the one I need to focus on. If I'm too busy focusing on this, then I won't be able to take him on with my full strength. No, I'm going to pass today. I don't know if this was the voice I did. We recorded the last stuff like a...
They saw the safe game, they know.
Like 5 days ago or something, I don't know. I'm going to pass on this,
I think this was like a rugged sort of... Are you conceding defeat to me already?
Oh my, this is getting hot and heavy. I am not conceding anything to you. Friday's battle is the one I care about, not this one.
Princess doesn't want to take me on. Is something that she has a chance at?
Burn. I could beat you in my sleep in history and you know it. Having a bet attached to it just isn't fair to you.
Then why don't you take it?
My thoughts drift to Kenta, and he's pleading not to cause more pain and worry for him. I'm not doing it for his sake, but not taking this would give him a little less to worry about. If I somehow lost, he'd be disappointed in me. If I won, I'd be forcing a good friend of his into replacing him. I don't like either option. So I think I'll stop here. Okay, here we end here. Video over. There are things more important than winning pointless challenges. Sorry, Ryu.
It's alright, just very odd from someone who claims to be the best.
So, that doesn't mean I have to prove it every single time. As the game starts, I have a hard time focusing. That retort was blurted without a single thought. It shouldn't have any place in my head. Don't I have to prove I'm the best? Isn't my turning down Ryu's challenge a sign of weakness? I try to drown out these treacherous thoughts during the rounds by reading a cookbook under the table.
Traitorous thoughts.
Treacherous thoughts. If I win the big one, then it doesn't matter how many losses I take. No, it doesn't matter. A royal can't lose at anything. I can't lose. But I only lost to Kenta in that basketball game. That should have been ruined by... What? That should have ruined me by itself, but it was okay losing to him. Kenta works really hard on basketball skills. We played so much together that it had to happen one day. He's strong and kind. Kenta played his best to stay with me, and I kind of ever so slightly want him to win. He's always there, and why should now we have to be any different? Maybe there is more than winning. Maybe. Even if this is... That's no excuse for letting myself slack off. If Kenta wants to stay here, he'd better earn his keep and help me tonight at the library. Oh, we're gonna go to the library.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. New scene. Awesome.
Last time we ditched on this guy in the library to go and cook.
It's true, we did. Oh, I managed to beat Ryu in the end by a single point. I should be angry with myself that I didn't take the bet, but I'm glad. Okay, so we'll skip over that. I don't want Ryu in a butler outfit hovering over my head. I have Kenta for that. Put this on, Kenta, I need this. Kenta is waiting for me with a stack of books sitting next to him. I'm about to praise him for his promptness when I see his eyes are shut. Sleeping when his lady needs him? There's only one way to fix that, I think to myself as I grab his stack of books. Blap!
Yeah, that was a rough feeling. I'm awake, I'm awake.
So you are. Good afternoon, Kenta.
I thought you said you would stop doing that.
I thought you promised you would stop falling asleep when I needed you.
Sorry, it was a late night.
Oh. So was mine. But you don't see me sleeping on the job.
Late night studying to beat Ryu. I heard you beat him today.
Thanks, but Friday is the real battle.
The one you can't win, right?
I bite my lip. Oh, yes, that one. You said you were going to help me, so stop sleeping and start helping. I already thought up some good ideas in class.
I gathered up as many cookbooks as I could.
What library has cookbooks?
This one.
I guess. Then why haven't you started looking through them?
I was waiting for you, my lady.
Oh, she blushes. Never mind. Let's start.
As you wish.
Book after book, page after page. I keep looking for my secret weapon, but there is too much in these pages. I close my eyes for a second. I need to focus. 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 Aww. That's adorable. Oh, tired. I don't remember my pillow being so bumpy, but it's acceptable. It even has that nice lavender smell I love so much. Ooh. I try to open my eyes, but gravity seems to have much nicer ideas for me. Sleep. Wait, I was doing something important, wasn't I? As much as it pains me, I need to open my eyes. I'm probably late for school already. I start to lift my head from my soft pillow. But something is pushing my head down. There's a pressure against it. That's odd. Finally, prying my eyes open, I quickly note that this isn't my home. This isn't my bed. And I bet you that this is not the first time this has happened to you, Princess.
Sure.
I fell asleep in the library. Not the first time this has happened.
There you go.
Well, you know... I don't even need to comment this, I think. I shouldn't have stayed up so late studying. Yes, studying. I hear faint breathing noises coming from whatever I was using as a pillow. Odd. I glance over and... Kenda! My heart goes from calm and peaceful to insane drum solo, threatening to break out of my chest. What is he? Why am I... Again, I mean, this has to be a Japanese thing, but I don't think falling, like, asleep on your a friend's shoulder is, like... I have done that. I didn't wake up in cold sweat and having a heart attack from it. Oh.
Oh.
Wait a minute, wait. Wait a minute.
Well, I have to get that one.
Sir? Ma'am, what is... You wake up as you unzip his pants? What is going on here? Oh yeah, I would definitely need to take this one.
Although, would he like being thrown off? Like, is that...
I don't think so.
No, we have been being kind.
I think we should be kind to him. I don't think we should practice too much violence to this guy.
I mean, we already punched him like twice.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't punch him this time.
Alright.
Alright, we gotta wake him up and get him off, if you know what I'm saying. As nice a pillow as he was, I want to get him off me. Before he causes my heart to explode from what? Embarrassment? Something inside me is powering my jackhammer heart. But I don't know what it is. What is this burning feeling inside my heart, Manaki? What is this burning feeling?
Let's see what he says.
I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. Why am I embarrassed by my own servant? Kenta. Get up, please. Get up. I wonder what would father say if he saw one of us resting on one another's shoulder. How shameful. It's just Kenta though, right? We're just what? For the first time I have more questions than I have answers. My heart is an enigma, even to me. That's a pretty good line also. My heart is an enigma. Should have used that when... before. I should be pulling away, but that soft scent of lavenders draws me in like a moth. I don't want to be the first to pull away, you know? Hey idiot, wake up! We fell asleep. Kenta finally awakes enough to get his bearings and break contact. Finally, but too soon.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
They're closer now than we were before. It's okay. You don't make a very good pillow for the record.
I'll work on it for the next time.
Oh. Who says there's gonna be a next time?
Hopeful thinking.
Oh. I have to get going.
Let's go play a game of basketball to wake up, milady.
Sorry. Well, that was way more romantic than this whole butler in the kitchen thing was. Because we only poured boiling hot cream all over that other guy.
Yeah, just sound that romantic.
Yeah, that's, I guess. I dropped my book bag on the table. It's quiet in this home. Too quiet. I miss the noise of constant activity of the castle. Oh, so she isn't at the castle?
Yeah, no, she got like a house.
Yeah, okay.
I think, yeah.
I miss being able to yell for Kenta and have him come running. Oh, Kenta. Also, wait a minute. This here? Do you see this?
Yeah.
The thing, like the
It's a
thing
mixer.
yeah, but the mix. Why do I see the mixing thing? It's in a bowl. Is this a glass bowl?
It's in a transparent bowl.
Okay.
Obviously.
It's a glass bowl. Okay.
Why else would you see the mixer
Yeah.
thing?
Why else would I?
Pay too much attention.
You know, that's one of the things I do. I pay a lot of attention. I shake my head also. This is not the time to be focusing on anything other than the challenge sitting before me. It's not like Kenta is going to suddenly disappear from my life. But he is, though. He's going off to university. He's not gonna
Maybe.
he's not going to be a serf anymore. He wants to learn how to read. I grabbed the first book from a beaded bag. Okay. Not sure what that means, but I'm sure.
Guess he has beads on it.
I guess. Oh, it's like a hipster bag, like with beads
like a little...
woven into it, sure. It's one of the few that had recipes that were worthy of being made by me. The first one I'm going to test out is this chocolate torte. 12 layers. I've seen one of these made before by the head chef. A nice yellow cake with layers of delicious smooth chocolate frosting between. If wrinkly old Bart Lieb can do it, so can I. Bart Lieb?
I read it as Bartleby.
Bartleby?
Sure.
Bart Lieb sounds very German, I guess. Is this Bart Lieb?
Well, it could be a German cook.
Could be.
It's not. He doesn't have to be French.
I do like Bartleby more, though.
All right.
I guess. I had to make almost a dozen trips to the store to gather up all the needed materials for the dozen recipes I wanted to try out, but I have to pick the best of them to prove my dominance. Of course, I had to make a few modifications to them. Oh, not any sort of major changes, just some slight substitutes for ingredients that sounded too plain. Yes. I mean, come on! My first recipe calls for 5 ounces of unsweetened chocolate for the glaze. Who wants unsweetened chocolate? I might as well just give 5 ounces of coca beans, which I did. It's also called for 2 1/4 of evaporated milk. I bought normal milk, so hopefully I can evaporate it in a pan on the stove. The first step calls for me to melt 1 cup or 2 sticks of butter. Since I already bought the milk, and butter and milk are already the same thing, I'll just go with 1 cup. She has like...
Well, is she going to melt a cup?
Well, she stares at the oven's front panel. There's no melt setting on this. Princess, you have such problems. This inferior technology isn't up to my standards or my recipe. It wouldn't be a big deal since the milk is already a liquid state, but the next step requires me to melt the chocolate. If there's no melt setting, I skipped that. Let's see. I click a few first digital buttons, but all they do is change the middle numbers. Could it be a timer? Here we go. If I recall correctly, which I know I do, chocolate should melt at around 93 degrees Fahrenheit. Why do you know this? Why do you know this? The stove doesn't go that low, which is fine with me. I crank the temperature down to 500 and toss the... 500? Isn't that like...
He's gonna milk boiled coca beans. Yeah.
And toss the pot with the coca beans and milk into the ceiling compartment. This isn't so hard. I go back to my bag and yank out an awesome book called The Hunger Games.
Product placement.
I guess. I normally don't get a chance to read such lowbrow fiction, so I'm going to take this chance. Well, there we go.
That was a little weird.
Are we cutting now to a scene where, like, the house is on fire and she's dying in the vapors?
You know that smell of burnt milk.
Ugh.
That's what we're hearing.
Pungent scent wakes me from my slumber. I must have fallen asleep again. I first, yeah, that's great. Turn the stove to 500 degrees and fall asleep. That's gonna end well for you. I first conclude that it must be the chocolate, but melted chocolate doesn't smell like plastic. I think it might be plastic. Is somebody burning something outside? No, there are no neighbors anywhere near my house. It has to be somewhere in here. One glance inside the oven reveals my problem. While all the milk has evaporated as it needed to, the beans didn't melt. The handle of the pot most certainly did, though. I wrapped my hands in several wet towels and pulled the bubbling, gooey mess out of the oven. The beans inside are nicely roasted and smell wonderful. The handle smells toxic. I scraped the beans out quickly and tossed the pan out the window. You know, that is also a good plan. No use keeping the toxic smell inside. I'll just throw it away later. 3 loud knocks shatter my concentration. Who in the world would come bother me? Oh, come in. The door is unlocked. Oh.
Oh, that's the brother.
That's the brother.
What voice did the brother
in
have?
full regalia, no less.
Ari, why is your door unlocked? Someone could have walked right in and kidnapped you.
Oh, brother. If I had known it was you, I wouldn't have said that.
Please take your safety more seriously.
Stop worrying so much. I can take care of myself. Look at this bubbling hot mess I threw out the window.
Could you explain the melted pot I had to dodge when you chucked it out the window?
I wish I'd hit him with it if he was going to keep this attitude with me. I didn't want it anymore. It doesn't meet my standards. But the pot doesn't matter. Why are you here?
Can't a brother be worried about his sister and want to check on her?
I told you that I was doing fine without help.
That's not what Kenta told me.
Oh, Kenta, that snake! He has ratted us out again. He betrayed me again!
Ari, you know Kenta cannot refuse a direct order from me.
I use him as a pillow too, if you know what I'm saying. He's a slave to all the family. He's with father now. I know, but I can still be annoyed with him.
Did you really challenge some boy to a cooking contest?
He's the president of the school and incredible cocky. Of course I had to put him in his place.
By melting pots.
I already told you. It melted because it wasn't up to my standards.
No, Ari, it melted because you didn't know what was going to happen.
It melted because you're an idiot. Fine. And now I know. Happy?
No.
You never are, brother. I recommend taking some stress management course.
He's always holding his hand to his heart.
That's because he's ready to...
I'm gonna do it too when doing the voices.
Yeah.
I'd be a lot less stressed out if you had someone helping you. I'll send Bartleby over to...
No!
I forbid you to do any more cooking without supervision.
That's not fair!
Fair or not, what would happen if you had accidentally set the whole city block on fire? I'm ordering this as the crown prince.
Oh, he's pulling rank on us. Whatever. Then I want Kenta to help me. The snake.
That's fine by me.
I'm gonna fucking stab him with this knife I have. And there is a long, tense moment of silence as both of us try to find a topic to talk about and won't set the other off. Gishiro tries first and goes after the most annoying topic possible.
Kent also informed me that he beat you in basketball.
He is the worst! Like this?
He was quite a braggart.
What?
He seemed quite proud of himself and told me repeatedly.
An excruciating...
I did ask him to repeat, but...
What else did he tell you, huh? Did he tell you how he hovered over me to make me miss my shot? Or how he cuddled up when we were studying? And that he smells lovely of lavender.
What?
He's gonna get executed now! My brother's face falls. That constantly exasperated look is replaced almost instantaneously by one of blistering anger.
What did he do?
We kind of fell asleep on each other's shoulders. It wasn't a big deal.
Princess Rimono, that sort of behavior is out of line for any servant of our house. Punishment must be dealt to any who would disrespect the family. Kenta will be relieved of his position.
He wasn't doing...
If you will excuse me.
Stop it!
Ari.
You're not taking Kenta away. Blame me. I'm the one who fell asleep on his shoulder. He was just being protective of me. I beg you, Kishiro, don't send him away.
All right, then.
Really?
I overreacted. I just don't like thinking about my little sister falling.
So low.
It's like,
I also told him I would get him off. I mean, what? That's why I had to sleep on his shoulder. He was just being a good servant. Even I can tell that lie is unconvincing. Nevertheless, Kishiro just smiles and ruffles my hair.
It's all right, Ari. Remember, you are just two perfectly normal high school students, not royalty under a dare. Such behavior is acceptable. Now.
Thanks.
I should get going. The Prime Minister is expecting me soon.
He's just walking around town in like his full royal outfit.
Obviously. There's probably like a whole guard outside.
No problem. Hey, Kishiro? Did you ever... Words coagulate in my throat as I try to figure out just what am I trying to ask. Thankfully, brother seems to understand.
I did. I still do.
I'm not sure what this means.
I still do it.
Out of his pocket, Kishiro pulls a small heart locket of dull gold. He flashes it for just a second before he pockets it. Oh, he has an unrequited love as well.
Mm-hmm. But we have royalty as well. Your duty will always be to the state, Ari. Don't forget that.
Of course.
Good night. I said good night.
Good night. He's right. I can't question myself. I didn't work so hard for so long just to lose my head in a simple cooking contest against a peasant. But I have. My eyelids hang heavy after another night of getting little sleep. I couldn't stop questioning myself. Maybe we should get Kenta as a pillow. That seems to work. Kenta is part of both worlds. Why can't I be? He isn't a royal. Besides, you heard Ryu earlier this week. Kenta is planning on ditching you. The only reason he is bothering to help you is because you are his master. Kenta isn't like that. He's my friend. A paid friend.
I should make the column voices for that. Kenta isn't like that. He's our friend.
A paid friend.
Yeah.
On and on all night. No matter how hard I thought in my head, neither could come up with an answer. I should have been focusing on cakes. Oh boy. That's my focus. That's the contest. That's the objective. I beat Ryu, prove Kishiro wrong. Victory to me. But then what? Go back home to the status quo? Go back to a bunch of half-hearted competitions and living in the Imperial Library? I'll be without Kenta. Life will be back to the way it used to be when he wasn't there very often. Just me and my books for hours and hours. I don't know if I can take that unending quiet again. Some profound insights here. Even if I did, even if I keep training myself to be the best, the brother will always be the crown prince. He'll be the new emperor. I'll just be... I've always shoved that idea out of my head with ease, but now it refuses to leave me alone. At best, I'll always just be a minor figure in the court. I'll be a disposable princess. Probably she's gonna be like married off to
some duke of some place to ensure an alliance with.
That is unacceptable. I have to be the best. But I can never be the best royal unless my brother is out of the way. Oh dear. Alright, I see where this is going. It's time for a coup d'etat here. It's time to kill off the brother and seize power. Only then can I change it.
Maybe that's what happens if we get no boy. He becomes like super pissed and wants to be the best about everything. And just...
you see a picture of a bloody dagger when she's looming over her body, like her brother's body. Which is just awful to think about. He annoys me, but I love my brother. I never thought about it before. I always thought just win the competitions. It would always be fine. I just don't get it.
Don't get what?
Life.
Anything I can help with?
I want to dismiss him without a second thought, but perhaps he might have some insight I lack. I've been training all my life to be the best at everything I do. Perfection is my goal, but when I think about the end destination, I don't see anything through the haze.
Do you see yourself being happy?
Could I ever be happy with being a minor noble? A plaything for brothers' ambitions? No, I'm the best. I refuse to be anyone's pawn. She is gonna regicide and take power.
It's certainly conflict.
But what do I do with my future? Ryu, when you graduate, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to study political science at the university. I may to have a job in interior ministry one day.
You're no help. You'd just be my minion. That's no solution for me.
But I'm not aiming for power for myself, unlike you. That's not the voice. I need power to help those I care about. I want to help the people of your nation.
Huh?
To protect my family. That's why I pore over my books. I have to be the best, so nobody can ever hurt them.
Oh, so it's the Laurel complex here.
I suppose.
He is also, by the way, he is
A little more handsome, but
sure. So he is, and he doesn't have hoofs and like hideous bat wings and stuff.
Yet.
Soon.
You'll get there.
Power. This is Laurel when he went to school, basically.
He was born with a silver spoon.
So basically, this guy is grasping for personal power because he wants to protect his family, and he is pursuing this personal power by wanting to get a job in bureaucracy.
Yeah.
I don't...
Maybe it's the Ministry of Taxing.
Maybe. So he can, like... I don't know. It seems to me a weird goal if you have, like, power and protection of family to seek, like, employment.
Well, you know, he's talking to the princess about gaining personal power for politics. I don't think saying, I want to overthrow the state is going to be the most smart thing to do here. He seems like a smart guy.
Oh, right, sure. You mean he's, like, putting up a smoke screen here?
You know, she's like, why do you want power? And he's like, well, you know, just want to help people of your nation.
It is your nation, of course, Majesty. I would never dream of overthrowing it and becoming...
For myself.
Also, for all we know, the state might be super corrupt, I guess. So him in such a position could, like, gain favors and, like, money to his family, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, he's kind of trying to date her.
That's true. It's true. In case you haven't noticed, my brother has his own protection.
Do you have someone you care about? Something you care about?
Myself. I care about being the best.
And that's why you will never be the best.
What do you mean?
Those who can't stand for anything will fall for everything.
Ooh. Look at this profound bullshit. Good line. I'm gonna remember that too. For Raphael. I want to snap at him, but
Ari?
Who can I protect? Who's worth fighting for? My brother has the power to protect the people. Who do I have the power to protect? Ryu, You've known Kenta for a long time, right?
I have. So have you.
But he never told me that he was planning on leaving me.
Who do you think he's trying to get power to protect? Kenta might not always think things through, but I know there is something he cares about more than anything.
Basketball?
He always said you missed the obvious.
How can I miss the obvious? It's basketball. Even at the palace. Even at the palace, we always play basketball more than anything.
So close, yet so far away.
Stop looking so smug.
Why don't you ask him, Ari?
Maybe I will.
Then go do it. You got plenty of lunchtime left.
I start to storm out of the room when I remember something I wanted to ask first. Ryu, you don't mind if Kenta helps me cook, do you?
Don't worry, I can still beat you despite that advantage.
Thanks, Ryu.
I await the results of your labors.
Kenta always hides in the back of the library back home. I hope he hasn't changed his eating habits. Why does he eat books?
No, they care a lot about each other's eating habits in this game.
They do.
Hey, Ari.
Kenta! I need you to do something for me.
Anything. Didn't you bring your lunch? I packed an extra for you.
This is more important than lunch. Nothing is more important. Oh.
I need your help, right?
Yeah, I need your help.
Yeah.
Kenta, I need your help.
What?
I tried cooking last night and ended up melting the pot. I couldn't make the beans into any sort of paste. Could you please help me make something decent?
What?
Stop saying that.
You're asking for my help?
Is that strange?
Yes, I think it might be the first time ever.
Nuh-uh. Remember when we were planting tulips? Oh, that's the wrong button.
You ordered me to till the soil while you studied the beetle you found.
Designing that dress for Madame Jezay?
You handed me a pencil sketch and said I wasn't getting dinner if I didn't make it in an hour.
Oh God. She's the worst person. She is the worst person.
It's a way of asking for help.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. Also, we're gonna stop the episode here.
Alright.
And join us next time for what is possibly the final episode.
Indeed. Hopefully. Let's see.
And we'll see how all of this turns out. Will Ari learn how to be a better person?
Will she ask for more help?
Will she kill her brother?
Did she ask for more help in the past?
In a bid for unquenchable power.
Yeah.
And will we
Who will be the emperor?
Who will tune in next time?
Kill the emperor.
Exactly. See you then.
Yeah.